Hey everyone, this is Ben with AgentGenius.com. I am a real estate pro here in Austin, and I had lunch today with at Dave I Am from Twitter. He's a really great guy. If you haven't met him, at Dave I Am. We had lunch, and he asked me a really great question, which was, how do I use my social stream or social media to sell my home? Cool question. All right. And here are my three top tips, and it's probably gonna have a few extras, but you'll get over it. Sorry. I did do a video day. Give me a break. All right. So here it is. Number one. Before I even get to number one, you need to have a strategy. Don't just go at this haphazardly. I know social media says everything should be raw and uncut, but your goal here is to try to sell a home without being spam, without being obnoxious, without being a salesman. So let's try to put all this together in a cohesive manner so we can do exactly that, sell your home. You need a landing space. That's number one. You can Google single property websites. There's a slew of companies out there that offer these. We provide them for our clients at GoSinglePoint.com. But you might need something a little more than that. Maybe even a personal blog or a WordPress of some kind. There are a ton of companies out there that offer these for free. To give you great Google juice, by the way. But this is a place where you're going to want to keep, you want to keep this separate from your other blogs. This is about your house. It needs to be fun, it needs to be cool, it needs to motivate and energize a buyer to purchase your home. It needs to be innovative, it needs to be thoughtful. Not that your regular blog isn't, but what it does is it separates your personal views, your personal opinions, your personal thoughts from the goal of selling your home. Okay, remember, you're selling a house, they're buying a home, just give them the home, all right? They're not buying you personally, at least we hope. It's not illegal. Now, on the landing space, the things that you're going to want to do is put your videos, do video podcasts, interview neighbors. And it's not just all about walking through a house. It's more than that. It's more personal. Maybe talk about things that you've done updates and film those updates and talk about what you've done to the landscape, show off the garden in the yard, etc. By the way, Dave's home is over off the Wells Branch, by the way, which is a really hot house. Happens to have a garden. Sorry, Dave, I saw I throw that in there. But your whole goal here with this site is to excite your buyers. This is better and more powerful than an MLS listing. Number two, fastest and easiest way to drive social traffic to this landing space that we've just created is going to be your personal database. I already use my personal database to sell your home, including my professional. You want to use your personal database as well, and a lot of sellers really overlook this. All you have to do in the signature of your professional and your personal email is simply put, don't forget I'm selling my home. Hey, did you know I'm selling my home? Even put a link to a viral video that you've done, especially if it's funny. These types of things are very low key, and you're probably not even going to get in trouble for things like this. But remember, email is viral. Especially with colleagues, you send an email to someone, they respond, they forward it. The next thing you know, you've got a stack of emails, but 50 people by the time you're done in a work environment may have seen this link, and now they're following your home. Okay, so anytime during this process they meet somebody who's buying a home, they're going to remember Dave or whoever's selling the house, whoever's watching this video. But that's your most personal database, and I highly recommend using it. Don't be afraid. It's not spam. Now, one thing I do recommend that you do spam is, first of all, you need to let your family and your friends know that you're moving. It's a really good excuse to send out a spam email, if you want to call it spam. But simply let them know that hey, I'm moving. Here's a link to my home that I'm selling, just letting you know. I'll let you know about my future address in the future if you know anyone looking. Personal referrals in sales is the number one source for referrals. Number three, You and I talked about this at lunch today, Dave, about people being afraid to add people on Facebook and Twitter, when you don't know them, and it really resonated with me. I spent a lot of time in the car kind of bantering with at Lonnie AR on Twitter about how this could actually be a stumbling block to a seller in a social stream. Remember that when you're selling your home, people in social spheres are going to want to reach out to you online, and they may not know you. If someone retweets your link somehow or shows off the link on Facebook, that person may approach you through that venue, and they may add you first. So remember, during this time of selling, you actually need to be approachable. You have a goal, you have a mission, and there's nothing wrong with kind of keeping a side list of the people that you may want to remove later that had nothing to do with buying a home, reject them or whatever. But at first, we need to be 100% accessible and 100% open and approachable. You can lose a lot of opportunities really quickly. You know how many people you meet in these social spheres. Imagine if 2 or 3 people in a day happen to be a willing buyer. Okay, so how all of these things tie together. That it is totally acceptable on Twitter when you update your blog in regards to your home. Let's say that you did a single page blog or single home blog. It's totally acceptable to do the updates. People are following you. People like you. They're interested in what you're doing. The bottom line is it's okay to send them up there. They're following there, and eventually, this becomes a viral effect as well. They're retweeting your update, etc., etc. And don't forget to feed your Twitter to your Facebook. You mentioned, which I thought was a great idea, setting up a Facebook profile specifically for your house. I thought was really a neat idea. But remember to feed your Twitter to your Facebook, your standard personal Facebook. Keep this is your personal sphere, and now you've got everyone involved in selling your home, and it's not intrusive. You're not spam, and Dave is a great guy. He's not spam. Remember, he's selling a home in Austin off of Wells Branch. It's really hot. I promise you, it will not be on the market very long. And I will be following Dave. I wish you all the luck in the world. This has been with Agent Genius. I'm out.